Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Tarot King the Prophet, back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to do a reading for Cancer. This is the month of June, but hopefully when you find this reading, it's the right time for you. Okay, don't pay too much attention to it being the month of June. Anyway, I start all my readings out with a fortune cookie for my roses. This is the fortune cookie. You guys are the roses. It's just a reading from out the Moonology Oracle deck, and let's get it started. All right, Cancer. See what we got for you. Waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. What is that talking about, Cancer? What is that talking about? 8 and 9 are your numbers, Cancer. 8 and 9. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track, Cancer. The attuned to the moon is, I know I'm headed in the right direction. I know I'm headed in the right direction. The teaching behind this card, Cancer, is the waxing cycle is the period of the lunar cycle from the new moon to from the new moon to full moon. And during this time, the waxing cycle is the period of the lunar cycle from new moon to full moon. And during this time, the moon appears to be slightly bigger and rounder every night. This is a very empowered and empowering time, and this is a very promising card. It suggests now is the time to make plans and to act on them, no matter when you actually pull the card. It suggests now is the time to make plans and act on them, no matter when you actually pull this card. The energy is gaining momentum, Cancer. All right, those that know. I use the Wildwood Tarot deck. I have a little deck and I have a big deck. I use the big deck to lay out the main energy for the whole reading, and then the main energy for the past, present, and the future. And then I come back and clarify with 3 cards in each section with the little deck. And then I go back around with 1 card in each section in the little deck and summarize. Then I finally pull 1 more card from the big deck to get a final message from the universe. These cards are already shuffled, but I like to shuffle in front of you just so you know I'm not on no hokey pokey ookie dokie. All right? Okay. So without further ado, the card flip. No. Here we go. Bam. The 5 of arrows. The 5 of arrows for Cancer right there. This remind me of that Genuine song of "This Is My Last Shot to Love You." I do not have them pipes, so I hope y'all wouldn't expect it for me to just kill that note. This is the 5 of arrows, though, man. This is about taking your last shot. You know what I mean? And it's just about trying to be the greatest it is that you can be. You know what I'm saying? This number 5 is the number of frustration, the number of man, the number of frustration. But a little frustration is not entirely bad at all. You know, a little frustration sometimes is needed. It's just fuel for your fire, basically. All right. But you see, there's 4 arrows being shot out right here, and this guy down here with the bow, and he's taking 1 more shot at your opposite, the goat, the Capricorn. That's my son. Within this last shot, you know what I mean? Hopefully, Cancer is a lot more focused and a lot more ready for what lies ahead. Shooting at that GOAT, G-O-A-T, greatest of all times is what the Cancer is trying to become, okay? Let's go into this past, present, and future. Wow, I had all these cards with another reading earlier, you know, and I want to say, like, they were the 3 major cards. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't mark my words on that. They are set up a little different, though. Definitely set up a little different. The last two are anyway. But this was the card in the past, and this is zero. This is the Wanderer. This is about you. The story of tarot is about the Wanderer or the Fool, depending on which deck you have or whatever entity it may be, you know. But that's in this deck, in the Wildwood Tarot deck, it's the Wanderer. And the story is about you. This is about you beginning a brand new journey, you know what I mean, that you don't know much of anything about. You don't know the outcome. You probably don't, you might have done research on it and heard this and that and the other. And, you know, why else would you go on a journey? You know, even this person, even this wanderer, this fool who knows nothing about anything had to at least hear or just know that it's something more out there, you know, in order to begin this journey. And that's where you are with it, you know what I mean? You had your fulfillment, you had your desire, and you are going towards something. You are starting something. This number zero, the number of God, you know what I mean? The number of the all, guiding you and having your back. A lot of trees in the background, you know, as a rainbow, clouds, you know, this person is about to walk off this cliff onto this rainbow. And I always explain that this person has no knowledge of falling. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person has never failed. So do they fall? Do you fail? Do you fall? We got to wait till we get to those little cards and get a little bit of clarification on that, Cancer. Right here in the present, we have this number 6 card, the Forest Lovers, another major arcana card. All three of your cards are major arcana for the past, present, and the future. This is the Forest Lover card. This is about having your desire and your fulfillment and having it in a nice, tight, strong bond. This is the number 6, seeing things from all sides, building, you know what I mean? So far, so good, Cancer. This is definitely about getting somewhere in this journey that you began in the past. Coming to the present, and there's lots of, just so you know, there's lots of fulfillment and everything around you, you know what I mean? Pure intent, so on and so forth. Everything is looking good so far in this reading for you in the past and also this present. Coming to the future, we have the Green Woman in reverse. Now, that might throw things a little bit off, you know what I mean? Because the Green Woman is about making firm decisions, about creating things. With it being in reverse, it throws you off a little bit. You got that number 3 in reverse. It means like no divine intervention, no divine guidance, and none of that, you know what I mean? Which also could just mean you're just doing everything on your own. There's nothing wrong with that either, you know, but it's questionable, you know, it's questionable with that Empress energy being in reverse, you know, taken away from the story for Cancer. We'll see how everything goes, all right? Let's go ahead and go to this little deck and let's see what we get. Shuffle a little bit. Unos, dos, tres. All right, let's see. So in the past, 1, 2, 3. It just went a completely different direction. Okay, you got the Ace of Vessels in reverse, the 10 of Arrows, and the 2 of Vessels in reverse. This Ace of Vessels in reverse is about the ball not being in your court, you know, about the ending of something, you know. Maybe you were just, I kind of just really feel like there was a time in your life and you just really just got tired of not having what it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? And especially with it being followed by this 10 of Arrows right here, the number of completion. This is about being guided, you know, by someone, you know, chasing after someone else's desires, you know, chasing after someone else's desires and doing what it is that someone else wants you to do. Not necessarily embarking on your own path, embarking on your own journey, you know. And I could fully run with that and say I understand exactly where it is, where it could be coming from with this situation. You know what I mean? Tired of the ball not being in my court, you know, always trying to do what's meant for someone else to do. You know what I mean? Trying to follow someone else's blueprint, and it just not really working out in this situation. Then you have this 2 of Vessels in reverse, and this card is called the card of attraction. You know what I mean? It's manifesting, bringing in things, speaking things into life, attracting the things that you want. You know, I really feel like in this situation, like, bam, the ball's not in your court, because you always trying to bring somebody else along, trying to listen to somebody else about what it is that you need to do, whatever is next in your life, and it's not helping you to get what it is that you want. You know what I mean? You're not attracting the things that you want. You might even be attracting the things that this person attracts. You know what I'm saying? Because you're listening to this person, you're going down the same road. You know what I mean? You guys are playing on the same court. And what kind of fortune is that for you? Is that really bringing you any kind of fortune? No. Coming to this present, which makes so much more sense about creating this bond with yourself, with your fulfillment, and with your desires. You know what I mean? I feel like you just probably rolled off into this present and really just made things about you and what it is that you see and what it is that you want. No longer being this wanderer, following up behind others, being a follower or whatever, to something to that extent. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. All three of these are in reverse, which means that it can be changed. It can be changed, the perception of it. This is the Six of Vessels, the number 7 major arcana card in reverse. Oh, the Six of Vessels was in reverse as well. And then you have the number 19, the Sun of Life, in reverse. Now, the Six of Vessels being in reverse, the Six of Vessels is about fulfillment, but it's about reunion, being reunited with something, and it kind of makes me feel like really about letting something go. You know what I mean? Probably letting go of the old you. The word 6 in reverse is tearing down. It's not about building. It's about seeing things from one perspective. I really feel like it has a lot to do with letting go of the old you, not the old you ways or something like that, but the old you that was following up behind others. The old you that was listening to other instructions, trying to do what everybody else was trying to do. You see what I'm saying? You may have even possibly removed someone out of your life because of these facts, of them trying to direct you and show you this or show you that, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like you weren't appreciative of what they were trying to show you. It was just the fact that it's not working for you. There was no strength and there was no power in it. You know what I mean? It probably made you feel like you was going backwards or not moving at all. You know what I mean? And whatever is going on in this situation, you have this 19 card in reverse, the Sun of Life, and you're just not really feeling the sun on your back. You know what I mean? You moving out of your ego. And this is still the number of building. With this 19 in reverse to 61, it's building is the beginning. Something is being stirred up in this situation. Okay, I believe this is all adding up to really just clearing entities out of your space, that aren't serving your purpose. You know what I mean? Them not having any power over you, you no longer remaining stagnant, no longer being still, and just being tired of just not really feeling good at all. Coming to this future. Let's see what we got in the future. Bam, bam, bam. Wow, Cancer. You got the 3 of Vessels, the 6 of Stones, and the 18, the Moon on the water. The 3 of Vessels in reverse, okay? This is honestly really about not entertaining, not pining for attention, not entertaining entities. Like right side up, you got this person right here with the gold glass, and then you got this person with the emerald glass, and you got this person right here with the glass, straight up glass. And this person is giving this person their attention, this emerald person, and this person is just like kind of beneath everybody and just fighting for a position. You see what I'm saying? No longer, not this person. This person is not chasing their tail. They're not fighting for a position anymore. They're not looking for acceptance in the situation. They're not looking to be like everybody else. You know what I mean? Same time, this also could turn around and mean that this person is not elevating. You know what I mean? That this person, this entity in this situation is not elevating, especially with this green woman being in reverse, and then you follow it by the Six of Stones. Um, this is a card about self-sabotage, putting your, not appreciating what it is that you have. Desire is like nothing but desire, and way back there in the back, and then the honey pots is right, the beehives is right there behind them full of honey, and here these two are with their bowls out looking for more. You see what I'm saying? And then you have this 18, the path is not clear. This moon on the water, this path is not clear, but it's there, and it leads to a bunch of shenanigans. You can't really see what's going on in the situation. I really want to mix this up and make this just like the most positive shit ever, but there is a situation in here where it seems like you may be declining in this situation. You may be self-sabotaging yourself, and you may be headed towards a little bit of bullshit, for to say the least. In this future, really, really, really be careful about the choices that you make. You know what I mean? This reading is really coming to me as a trial and error type situation. Somebody was trying to show you something here in the past, and they were trying to show you how they shoot. You see what I'm saying? And how they were shooting was not working out for you, but coming to the present, even in the past, you know what I mean? Like I said, it just wasn't working out for you. The ball wasn't in your court. You weren't able to attract the things that you wanted to attract, probably just obstacle after obstacle after obstacle of things getting in your way. Excuse me. Coming to the present, you created this bond with yourself, though. You've told yourself that you're going to get it, you know what I mean? And you try to leave the old you behind. And the problem with that is that there was no, you don't, you want something, but it's like you're not knowing which direction to head to go get what it is that you need. Maybe it's a lack of resources, maybe it's funding, maybe it's just knowledge of the situation, maybe needed to do more research on the situation possibly. Coming to the future, it's like taking some losses, you know what I mean? But almost intentional, because like you doing things to self-sabotage yourself, and probably maybe possibly be losing a little bit of control of the situation here. This card, this Five of Arrows, frustration. Maybe you find yourself giving up, then starting, and giving up and starting, and giving up and starting, trying to succeed, trying to go towards your goals, but realizing to some instance that some of that stuff is just complicated. It's not even so much that it's hard, it's just that you just don't know what's next, you know what I'm saying, or how to take the next step, or how to make it to that next level. Patience falls in line with perseverance, Cancer. Patience falls in line with perseverance, and sometimes you have to exert patience. You can't have everything you want all at once right there. Look at this. It just made me think. You see, there's 4 arrows, and this person is about to shoot another arrow. Those 4 arrows haven't even passed the goal yet. You see what I'm saying? And you're ready about to take this another shot, like pew, 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 pew. And just letting them go. Whereas if you take your time, aim, like this person was trying to tell you in the past, and you just wasn't feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying? Take your time, aim, and you shoot your shot after that. You see what I'm saying? I really was seeing this reading in the future, and before just seeing it like, oh, okay, well, yeah, you found yourself, you found the strength to go out here and be independent and do what it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's not always a positive situation, Cancer. You can have what it is that you want to have, but you have to have patience. You have to have patience. You have to keep moving. You have to keep going, because the moment you stop, you start losing. You start self-sabotaging yourself. You start realizing that everything that you've done you've basically done it for nothing, you know. And don't just think about the time that you spent, other people's time that was spent, the money that was spent, the effort that was put in. Do you really have it in you to waste all of these things? Let's get some summaries going on and see what's cracking. Past, present, and future. In the past, you had this Ace of Stones. This is growth. You know what I mean? That's just you know, it's a ace. It's about a beginning, starting to something. You starting to see things. You starting to grow. You starting to have the right idea. Back here in this past, you have the right idea to go out here and get it on your own. You know, and growth is what you want in this situation. You know, it's just about the instruction of how to go get it. Because when you jumped out here, you probably just didn't know what you was doing. You didn't have all the resources. You didn't have all the clues in this future. So you become the kingfisher in reverse, the king of arrows in reverse. And instead of getting out there and getting the fish that you want, because the kingfisher flies over the river, sees a little fish that he wants, he goes down and get it. You misfiring. You're not getting that fish that you want. You know what I mean? You're just diving down. You thought you seen something. You get down there. You either not getting any fish at all, or it's just not the fish that you thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're hitting it wrong with something. I don't know. Coming to the future, you have the Seven of Bows. This is about putting what it is that you desire in the back. You know what I mean? And clearing something out. And that's what it's saying that you need to do in the future, is that before you go after what it is that you desire, it is something that you need to remove, something that you need to clear out. You know, maybe it's an attitude or something, whatever it is. It's almost like you just not ready for this particular level. Okay. And that's okay. That's okay, Cancer. Patience and perseverance. Patience and perseverance. And knowing that you can do this. You can do this, Cancer. But you need resources. You need maybe backup. You need instruction. You need direction. Okay? You need patience to persevere. Okay? Let's get a final message from the universe for Cancer on this reading. It's not a bad reading. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, because it's not saying that you can't do it, Cancer. It's that you're rushing. You got to slow down. You know what I mean? You quit expecting results right now. Sometimes it takes a while. Okay? This is the 4 arrows in reverse. This is about not waiting. It's funny because this butterfly right here is sitting on this branch waiting on this person to wake up, you know, and the butterfly only has 2 weeks to live, you know, and the butterfly needs to fly, needs to go ahead and live his life for that 2 weeks, rushing, you know what I'm saying, just rush out there to get what it is that you need to get and see what it is that you need to see, you know. And I think that has to do a lot with this, and maybe you are waiting on someone. You know, hopefully that's not the case, that you're waiting on someone to show you. You need to get out there and see what it is that you need to see. Get what it is that you need to get, you know what I mean? And you might be able to get it over this next couple weeks, just to throw that in there. You need to be this butterfly exploring the world, researching, seeing, learning what it is that you can learn about this life that you are trying to embark upon, okay? It's funny that I just keep saying embark upon today. It's like the 3rd read today that I did, and I said, oh, embark upon something. Anyway, it is what it is. We here now. Let me get back to this Moonology Oracle deck, this fortune cookie, and see what it had to say. The energy is gaining momentum, the waxing moon. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. Ooh. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. More practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are the most certainly on the right track. You on the right track, Cancer. The attune to the moon was, I know I'm headed in the right direction. I know that I'm headed in the right direction, and you definitely are. I did not deny that this whole reading. You know, what I said is that you need to take your time. You see what I'm saying? And make sure that you got all your eggs in a row. Make sure that you are being patient. Make sure that you have all your resources together for what it is that you're trying to do. And once you do that, you can definitely do this. You definitely have everything in the bag, okay? And that's all it is, all right? Anyway, I am Tarot King the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Thank you so much for joining in. If you appreciate the video, appreciate the work your boy on, go ahead and hit that like button, comment, subscribe. You know, let me know what you think. And hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I'm on, all right? I appreciate you new subscribers. Most definitely, I appreciate the fact that you're not letting me hit just take everything in vain. I got to build back up. My shit was, woo, I was doing numbers. I fell off the map, but it's okay. I'm back now. Obviously, you know, I'm really persistent, and I have to have patience and perseverance, just like you, Cancer. All right. Love, blessings, light, and peace.